Mr. Abdullahi Ashwai Isse, Honorable Ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti to India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Honorable dignitaries, respected business leaders, my colleagues, members of the media, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you and very happy welcome. It is my great honor to stand before you today as organizer of the Bangladesh Business Delegation. First ever Bangladesh Business Delegation bound for the Republic of Djibouti. Today is a special day where we open up a new chapter of the trade diplomacy, market expansion, and business partnership between Bangladesh and the Republic of Djibouti, thereby with the African continent. A gateway that leads to directly into East and Central Africa, the Red Sea corridor, and beyond. Why Djibouti? Why now? Djibouti is not just another African nation. It is a commercial doorway connecting Africa, Middle East, and Asia. Over 13% of the world's shipping routes pass through the strategic Bab el-Mandeb corridor, linking the Red Sea to the Suez Canal. Djibouti dreams to become the Singapore of Africa. And we, as Bangladeshis, must be ready to be part of the transformation. With modern deep sea ports, free trade zones, strong linkage with Ethiopia, and COMESA markets, Djibouti offers us direct access to consumer base of over 400 million people. Bangladesh, with its manufacturing strength and export competitiveness, and Djibouti with its logistic and re-export capacity, together we hold complementary strength that can turn into trade, investment, industrial partnership. What Bangladesh can sell to Djibouti? Our export potential is vast. We have products, we have industry capacity, we have the confidence Djibouti needs what Bangladesh produces. Pharmaceutical, generic antibiotic tablets, syrup, etc. Jute sacks, bags, ideal for Ethiopia, coffee packaging, etc. Nature and uniform, suitable for military and sport level. Ceramic and tiles, sanitary ware, construction and infrastructure boom. Light engineering products, PVC pipes, fittings, plastic, etc. Processed food, biscuit, juice, spices, and foremost, leather products with big potential to African market. There are not assumptions. These are real market-ready export opportunities, already analyzed, mapped, and aligned to Djibouti's growing industrial and household demand. What Djibouti can export to Bangladesh. Just as we export to them, Djibouti is not an exporting country. It is the base. It will house the potentials like Singapore, like Dubai. So you can consider Djibouti a modern Singapore in Africa. And we, at the beginning, if you can see the opportunity, I think it will be good for Bangladesh as we should have our export diversification. We should also look opportunities for our young generation, young entrepreneurs, and already India, China, they are taking the opportunity. Two-way opportunity of the foundation of sustainable business partnership. Why Bangladesh community must act now? Honorable guest, Bangladesh is entering a new era of global economic outreach. Africa is rising, and Djibouti is our entry point into this ride. The window is open today, but opportunity never waits forever. That is why today I stand here to say clearly, join Bangladesh business delegation to Djibouti. Not tomorrow, but now. The delegation will meet Djibouti Chamber of Commerce, the Railway Ministry, private sector investors, importers, port authorities, and free zone operators. There will be B2B meetings, business matching sessions, trade opportunities, product showcasing, and partnership dialogues. If you are Bangladeshi exporter, importer, manufacturer, investor, or logistic operator, Djibouti is calling you. And Bangladesh must answer. My appeal to you all, let us take our products, our skills, our entrepreneurial strength to the Red Sea coastline. Let us build factories, set up warehouses, deploy marketing networks, distribute goods through Djibouti to Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, Sudan, Eritrea, African markets. This is not just a trip, this is a gateway to Africa, this is a new horizon for Bangladesh, and together we will take it. I express my deep gratitude to His Excellency Mr. Abdullahi Aswai Isse for supporting this historic initiative, to all industries, leaders present today, and to the media for standing beside us. Let us move forward, hand to hand, with courage, confidence, and commitment. Bangladesh is ready, Djibouti is ready. I will say a few words about His Excellency, Mr. Isse. That he is a Western educated gentleman. He started his education from France, then to Canada, and then the Boston University. He is a highly professional, very young, and very energetic ambassador I have ever seen from Djibouti. I myself is highly inspired, and therefore I have offered with our foreign ministry during his last visit. He has presented credential to our president in Bangladesh that we should move to Djibouti and we should invite our Bangladesh potential business people to explore this Djibouti. He immediately grabbed the idea and he said, I will come back whenever you call. I just made an email to him that we want to do it now, and we are planning in January. Besides his very busy schedule, he is in charge of Maldives, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh. He has made time. Your Excellency, thank you very much. I appreciate. And His Excellency will be the main marketing man. I'm just, on behalf of the embassy, we are acting, and also we are highly supported by Bangladesh government. He is actually here with the government of Bangladesh assistance, the Ministry of Commerce, EPB, all agencies, embassies will be with us. And I think it will be a new era, and today, with our respectable media, that this news you must give to the nation, that Africa is the future, that China is exploring, India is exploring, and we must not be behind. Thank you very much, everybody, and let us listen to our chief guest. Thank you very much. Actually, দেখেন আমরা কেন মুভ করলাম, এটা হচ্ছে যে জিবুতি তারা কিন্তু সিঙ্গাপুরকে ফলো করে, দুবাইকে ফলো করে, ওইখানে ফ্রি পোর্টের সমস্ত ফ্যাসিলিটি ডেভেলপ করেছে, হিউজ ইকোনমিক জোন ডেভেলপ করেছে, যেখানে আপনি মাল নিয়ে গিয়েও নদীকে রপ্তানি করবেন, কোনো ট্যাক্স নেই। ওইখানে ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং করবেন, কোনো ট্যাক্স নাই। ওইখানে অ্যাসেম্বলিং করবেন, কোনো ট্যাক্স নাই। অর্থাৎ এই সুবিধাটা অলরেডি কিন্তু চীন এবং ইন্ডিয়া নিয়েছে, অন্যরা নিচ্ছে। আমি চাচ্ছি বাংলাদেশের তরুণ প্রজন্ম, নতুন ব্যবসায়ীরা, আমাদের যে আইটেম শুধু আমরা পশ্চিমের দিকে তাকিয়ে থাকি, আমেরিকা, ইউরোপের মার্কেট, আমরা কিন্তু আফ্রিকাকে দেখছি না। অর্থাৎ আফ্রিকাতে একটা কোম্পানি স্কর ফার্মাসিউটিক্যাল কেনিয়াতে একটা ফ্যাক্টরি করেছে, আর ফ্রান্সের ফার্মাসিউটিক্যাল আজকে এখানে ডেলিগেশন না রিসেন্টলি আমি জানি আসবেন, একটা মিটিং আছে। আমি চাচ্ছি আমাদের ফ্যাক্টরিগুলো আফ্রিকাতে যাক, লেদার আফ্রিকাতে যাক। আপনার যে বাংলাদেশে যে লেদারের ক্যাপাসিটি আছে, এটা এক্সপোর্টই করা হয়নি। আমরা এখন চায়না থেকে ইম্পোর্ট করছি, নট লেদার, অন্যান্য। কিন্তু লেদারটা বাংলাদেশ ক্যান বি গ্লোবাল লিডার। আমরা কিন্তু চামড়া ইম্পোর্ট করেও রপ্তানি করতে পারি, অথচ আমাদের চামড়া ফেলে দেওয়া হচ্ছে। হোয়াট এ ট্র্যাজেডি! দেখো, আমি মনে করলাম যে আমরা যদি ওইখানে ওয়ারহাউসগুলো করি, আমাদের প্রোডাক্টের জন্য আমাদের ব্যবসায়ীদেরকে সুযোগ করে দেই, তাহলে আমরা কিন্তু নতুন একটা মার্কেট পাবো আফ্রিকা, যেটা আমরা আগে জানতামই। অর্থাৎ এই বার্তাটা আমি বিনয়ের সঙ্গে বলি আমাদের সম্মানীয় মিডিয়ার ভাইদের, আপনারা এই বার্তাটা আপনারা যারা ব্যবসায়ীদেরকে আমাদের দেবেন। এটা বিরাট সুযোগ আফ্রিকাতে আছে। আমরা জিবুতি ইজ এ ভেরি মডার্ন কান্ট্রি, যাদের মুদ্রার মান হচ্ছে $, পার, আর ওইখানে কিন্তু আমেরিকার 7 ফ্লিট, চাইনিজ আর্মি, ইন্ডিয়ান আর্মি, এমনকি জাপানিজ ফ্লিটও সেখানে আছে, কারণ রেড সির মুখে অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা স্ট্র্যাটেজি, যেটা আপনার রেড সি দিয়ে সুয়েজ ক্যানাল দিয়ে আপনার পৃথিবীতে প্রায় 30% অব্দি কার্গো পাস যার জন্য সবাই তাদের নিরাপত্তার জন্য পাশে কিন্তু সব যুদ্ধ বিধ্বস্ত সোমালিয়া, পাশে ইরিত্রিয়া, একটু দূরে সুদান, সেখানে কিন্তু খারাপ অবস্থা। কিন্তু জিবুতি অনেক স্টেবল, ভেরি গুড গভর্নমেন্ট, অ্যান্ড তারা কিন্তু অনেক মডার্ন চিন্তা করছে। সেজন্য আমরা এই সুযোগটা নিতে চাই। আমি মনে করি এই ডেলিগেশনে যারা যাবেন তারা বাংলাদেশের জন্য নতুন একটা অপরচুনিটি তৈরি করবেন। আমি যেহেতু তাদের প্রতিনিধি হিসাবে বাংলাদেশে, আমার মনে হচ্ছিল যে বার্তাটা আমাদের দেওয়া উচিত, এবং আমরা এই উদ্যোগটা নিয়েছি। জানুয়ারিতে আমরা ডেলিগেশন নিয়ে যাবো ফর দ্য ফার্স্ট টাইম ইন দ্য হিস্ট্রি অফ বাংলাদেশ অর জিবুতি যাবো আমরা, এবং আমরা সেখানে দেখবো যে আমাদের কি কি বিজনেস আমরা ওইখানে চালু করতে পারি, কি কি রপ্তানি করতে পারি, কি কি ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং করতে পারি। এমনকি আপনি জানেন মোটর গাড়ির ওয়ার্কশপ পর্যন্ত ওখানে হতে পারে, ওইসব সুযোগ কিন্তু এখানে আছে। অতএব আমাদের এত বেশি পপুলেশন, তাদেরকে আমরা ছড়িয়ে দিই। আগে কলম্বিয়ানরা ছড়িয়েছে দেশ দখল করে, আমরা দক্ষ মানুষ দিয়ে সারা পৃথিবীতে আমার জায়গা করে নিতে চাই। সেটা আমাদের ফেডারেশন চেম্বার থেকে আরম্ভ করে আমার চেম্বার এখানে আছেন, সবাইকে বার্তাটা দিতে চাই যে বাংলাদেশকে ছড়িয়ে পড়তে হবে টু সার্ভাইভ, টু এক্সপ্লোর দি পটেনশিয়ালস। আমরা এভাবে বসে থাকতে হবে না, শুধু আমেরিকা গিয়ে তাকায় থাকলে সেখানে সেচুরেশন হয়ে গেছে। আমেরিকা কিন্তু এখন নিজেকে রক্ষা করার জন্য চেষ্টা করছে, ফলে আমাদেরকে ঝাঁপিয়ে পড়তে হবে নতুন মার্কেটের দিকে। উত্তর আমেরিকাতে, দক্ষিণ আমেরিকাতে, আফ্রিকাতে টোটালি আনএক্সপ্লোর্ড। তাই আমি রিকোয়েস্ট, আমি আপনাদের অনুরোধ করবো যে আমরা সবাই ব্যবসায়ীদেরকে বলেন আগামী 1 মাসের মধ্যে আমরা এই ডেলিগেশন প্রস্তুত করবো, এবং আমাদের সাথে অ্যাম্বাসেডার সাহেব পরিবারে আছেন ফ্রম দিল্লি, আমাদের ভিসা সব আমরা সব তৈরি করবো। এবং আপনাদেরকে আমি আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি আমাদের সম্মানীয় মিডিয়ার মাধ্যমে যে বাংলাদেশের নতুন যাত্রা পথ হোক আফ্রিকা, এবং সেজন্য
Good afternoon, everybody. I am more than happy to meet you here as the Djibouti ambassador to Bangladesh. Today, we have decided to give you a slight view of the opportunity that Bangladesh has been missing all these years. I'm saying that in purpose, that Bangladesh has missing an opportunity all these years because the world is competing in Djibouti. The world is already in Djibouti, and everybody is competing to be in the place to be. Why? Because Africa is the only continent that has today all the necessary resources and where you can have a return on investment very quick. Africa has a huge youth. Africa is a huge market. Africa has a lot of resources. Africa is the only country now where everybody knows when they want to make money. Now, what is the link between today, which is Ambassador Djibouti, and Africa? Why am I talking about Africa? Because Africa, despite all these resources, unfortunately don't have the necessary tools to welcome investors. Everybody's afraid, despite the fact that everybody's attracted to Africa, everybody's afraid to go and settle in Africa. And this is where Djibouti is intervening. Djibouti, at the opposite of the rest of Africa, is the only country that is first in peace. Peaceful country, secure country, investment-friendly country. We have as a mantra that we don't have a big population. We have a small population. But let me introduce you to Djibouti. Why Djibouti, despite this small population, is becoming very attractive. So the first point is that why choose Djibouti as Bangladesh? Because already China has chosen Djibouti. US has chosen Djibouti. Europe has chosen Djibouti already there. Djibouti is chosen to fight terrorism, to fight piracy, to fight everything that goes against development. We are fighting for development. We are fighting for our development, and we are fighting for the development of Africa. This is why we are the hope of peace and security. Now, why Djibouti matters? Because for 3 reasons. First reason is geostrategy. Djibouti is very geostrategically placed for business and for everything else. Second is for its peace and security, of course, I already tell you that. And third is Djibouti is praised for its infrastructures. Now let me come back on these 3 points and develop it one by one. Geostrategically, as you may go to any map, you will see that Djibouti is located in the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb, which is one of the 5 straits internationally that exist all over the world. So Djibouti is the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb is one of the 5 straits in the world. And it is also the strait through which pass more than $2 billion of goods coming from Asia, coming and going from Asia, Europe, and Africa. So Djibouti is linking these 3 continents thanks to this strait. So this is the reason why geostrategically Djibouti is very important. Second, what are we doing to secure all these people who want to come to Djibouti, who want to conquer the African market? The first thing we have done is that we have created the biggest free zone in Africa. What is the importance of the free zone? Free zone importance that you as Bangladesh, you come to Djibouti, you want to invest, export your product. Then come to Djibouti, come to the free zone. You pay 0 tax, your product will come to Djibouti, and after that you want to export. While paying already 0 tax to Djibouti, you will pay 0 tax to the COMESA member countries. What are these COMESA member countries? It's a market of more than 600 million population. You pay 0 tax because your product will be tagged made in Djibouti. Once it's tagged made in Djibouti, you don't pay tax for your product to stay in Djibouti, to come to Djibouti, and you don't pay tax for entering the country. This is a huge advantage. Second reason why Djibouti is important is that Djibouti has the financial and banking system, one of the best of the world. This is the reason why it's so much developed that all the countries in the region, Somalia, Yemen, Ethiopia, and many countries, and Sudan, all these countries, of course, there is war in this country, but don't forget that the people in this country wants to make business. So they all come to Djibouti to open a bank account. What is the advantage of opening bank account in Djibouti is that Djibouti is the only country in the region from which they open an LC, for example. They want to make trade. So you want to open an LC. Djibouti is done in less than 2 hours. In Djibouti, you have the hub of financial banking system. You have the biggest free zone. Now let me tell you about the port of Djibouti. The port of Djibouti is the second most important port in Africa. It's a small country, but we are the number 2 in Africa, after Morocco. So what is the advantage of this? The advantage is that whatever goods comes to Europe, we are the fastest processing port in the region, in Africa. So, as you may know, time is money whenever it comes to vessels and to come to transshipment and all this. We are the fastest treaty port in Africa, after Morocco, of course. Then, what is the other advantage? Is that that port is also sort in the free zone or to dispatch it immediately. Then for that we have connection sea, land, and air connectivity. So you can, your product will go very smoothly to other countries. This is for the port. So this is the third one for infrastructure. Fourth one, we are a telecommunication hub in Djibouti. In all Africa, we have 15 submarine carriers coming to landing to Djibouti, and we own 9 of them. So what is the advantage of this? You know that submarine cables are those cables that are transporting internet and telecommunication all around the world. They go under the sea. So Djibouti is the landing station and we own 9 of them. We pay for it. So what is the advantage for you? For you is that telecommunication is not a problem for you. We have an outmost performant telecommunication in Djibouti. So this is for the telecommunication. Now, the last advantage of the agriculture is what we call the incentive measures as fiscality, as just give an example, maybe it's better with example you will understand very much. Example, you are Bangladesh, you open an account, you want to settle in Djibouti. I can assure you that once you settle in Djibouti as a businessman, you will have the same rights than me, which is nowhere in Africa you will see it. You will be able to buy land, you will be able to open a bank account, even to take loan. If you don't have money, you want your business to grow more, then don't come to Bangladesh, come to Djibouti Bank, ask the loan to expand your business. This is wonderful. We are offering you also in Djibouti, just to attract you, we are offering you any help needed through the Chamber of Commerce. And we have linked to all over the world. From Djibouti, you have many companies coming. You have Emirates, you have Fly Dubai, you have Turkish Airlines, you have Air France, you have Ethiopian Airlines. You have so many airlines coming also. So, after telling you all that, you have to understand that Africa is the place to be for you, because already the world has started to go to Africa and to make money in Africa. But you cannot go to Africa like that. Again, I will tell you, if you want to go to Africa, come to Djibouti, because while in Djibouti already you have the UN, the United Nations, you have the American, you have the English, you have the Japanese, you have the Korean, you have the Italian, you have the Chinese, you have the Indian, you have all these people coming and having their bank account in Djibouti, because already in Djibouti, you are the only country where you can feel secure for you and for your money. Now, the strategic route of between as gateway of Africa, you can only use it if you want eagerly to invest in Africa through Djibouti. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is that we are not competitors. Believe me, Bangladesh and Djibouti, we are far from being competitors. We need each other because we complete each other. You as Bangladesh, we don't need you because we are not in the same field. Really, we don't need you. We will not compete with you. We need you as a partner. We need you to come to Djibouti to invest as well, and we will help you. And you cannot be afraid of us because we do not produce anything. Djibouti imports everything. Because it's a dry country, we don't have agriculture, we have nothing, but we import it. So in that sense, we are competing each other. So don't be afraid of Djibouti. Djibouti is not afraid of you. So I'm here today to display that it's a win-win situation that you come to Djibouti. Now, before I finish my speech, I want to invite you to this Bangladesh business delegation to the Djibouti. Why it's important? Because I am the ambassador of Mr. Hassan, very busy ambassador. I am covering many countries. I will be with you in Djibouti. What's the difference when ambassador like me will be with you in Djibouti during this delegation? I will be part of the delegation. So that means that we will be knocking the door of the highest authority. All doors will be open during the visit of this delegation. So it's really a tremendous opportunity if you want to go to come from 11 to 14th of January, because it's already in my agenda. I have blocked my agenda. I will go to Djibouti with you, and I will be part of the delegation. So I will be leading this delegation to show you all the infrastructure of Djibouti, so you can benefit it and you can go and invest in Djibouti, because really I would be very sorry if Bangladesh is missing this opportunity, because you have no idea that how the world is already gaining money, earning money. Why not Bangladesh people? I know that Bangladesh people are hard-working people. I've seen it all over the world. And we are all here, like maybe above 40, for sure. So I always say that we need to work for our next generation. Whatever we do, it's not maybe we are starting now, but believe me, we are working for brighter Bangladesh and brighter Djibouti in the next years. So it's not for us. We are only for that, but we are working to uplift, to foster the capacity of your country and my country. Thank you very much.
Member of South Asian Free Trade Agreement SAFTA, but in the initial stage, for example, if you sign preferential trade agreement, it means you are offering duty-free access to a small list of products. When you enter into free trade agreement, then you are offering medium range of products. When a common market is there, then you are offering free duty-free access to almost every product. So, COMESA is a common market among 21 countries. So therefore, Djibouti is important. So let us dig into a deeper state. In the slide, you can see 1.13 trillion population and $1 trillion in 2003 GDP. Their GDP is, and growth rate is very, very important, 5.79% in 2025. So if their growth rate is 5.79%, it means economic activities are happening over there in Africa, in COMESA countries. So therefore, it is very important for Bangladeshi population, Bangladeshi businessmen. Why? Because Bangladesh and Djibouti are complementary, cooperating with each other. We are not competing in export market. For example, Bangladesh is producing ready-made garments. India is producing ready-made garments. China is producing ready-made garments. And Vietnam is producing ready-made garments. At the end of the day, we are competitors in European market or American market. But if you would like to have a look at the export product of Djibouti or Bangladesh, then we are not competing with each other. Rather, it is complementary. Secondarily, what is Bangladesh export item? Our export item are ready-made garments, leather, pharmaceuticals, jewels, IT. This Djibouti don't have export of these products. Rather, they import these products. So it is a good market for Bangladeshi businessmen. Now come to the point, if we would like to have a comparison among Bangladesh, obviously Bangladesh has a bigger economy than Djibouti, but per capita, GDP per capita is Djibouti have much. For example, we have $2,620 per capita, where Djibouti is 4,110. So almost double, near about double. So GDP per capita is more. Population is less, but it will offer you free access to Ethiopia. This is another giant country and very fastest growing economy. And world trade, Djibouti have about $4.6 billion trade, and Bangladesh have $50 billion. So we are a bigger player here. At the same time, if you would like to see the basic economic terminologies, top 10 export item of Djibouti, then it will give you palm oil, chlorides, seeds, flax, this sort of products, but Bangladesh is importing this product, not exporting. So I have been advised to go fast. Let us concentrate on only the last point, what His Excellency supplied me last time. So I will go straight to that slide. The balance of payment is in favor of Bangladesh. Currently we are doing about $5.1 million trade, and Bangladesh exports $3.85 million. We are enjoying balance in favor of us. So what products are exporting? Bangladesh exports ready-made garments, women garments, pharmaceuticals and footwear. And Bangladesh import from Djibouti is dried legume and raw oils, these products. Top 10 reasons to invest in Djibouti. My last slide to present. Here, it is located in the second shipping route of the world, where transit, it already has been discussed by His Excellency and also Mr. Abdul Haq, that Djibouti is located to enter from Indian Ocean into Arab Ocean or in Suez Canal. This is the most suitable location, and also this strategic location also made it a gateway to Africa, because the Ethiopia, the next neighbor, they don't have access to sea. So they have to import and export everything through Djibouti. Therefore, this is the important point where you can get there and establish your business. I already have discussed about COMESA. COMESA, it is offering not only duty-free access but also a growing purchasing power. Just last night I was studying about the purchasing power of local people in COMESA countries. It is extremely growing and almost 7% plus. So as their purchasing power is growing, so they are our buyer for tomorrow. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. And as His Excellency mentioned that Djibouti is offering free zone. If you invest in any free zone, you are okay to pay zero tax. No tax is imposed. So we already listened from Mr. Abdul Haq that our a delegation will go. What the delegation will do? The delegation will have B2B matchmaking with Djibouti Chamber of Commerce. They will visit Djibouti Free Zone. They will visit Port Authority. They will meet with National Agency for Investment Promotion, and also, if possible, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Prime Minister Office. So it will be a high-level delegation. Therefore, I humbly request all of you to join this delegation. And our registration starts from today, and it will continue until December 20th.
Actually, যেটা ambassador সাহেব বক্তব্য বলেছেন, জিবুতি যেমন সিঙ্গাপুরের পপুলেশন এরকমই কিন্তু আমি যখন সিঙ্গাপুরে প্রায় 50 বছর আগে গেছি তখন অনেক অল্প পপুলেশন ছিল। জিবুতির সুবিধাটা হচ্ছে জিবুতি ইজ অফারিং লাইক সিঙ্গাপুর আর দুবাই যে কাজটা করছে সেরকম, তারা ওইভাবে ইকোনমিকে ডিজাইন করছে। সেটা হলো যে আপনি উপরে কিন্তু ইথিওপিয়ার সমুদ্রে যাওয়ার কোনো পথ নেই। সো ফ্রম ইথিওপিয়া টু দ্য সি অনলি ওয়ে জিবুতি। therefore আপনি ইথিওপিয়া কিন্তু হিউজ পপুলেশন এবং ল্যান্ড লক কান্ট্রি। তার পাশে সোমালিয়াতে গৃহযুদ্ধ আছে, সমস্যা দিয়ে আছে, সোমালিয়াতে কেউ ওইভাবে যায় না, কিন্তু সবাই জিবুতি থেকে পণ্য নিয়ে যায়। আমরা যেটা করবো সেটা হলো যে আমরা ব্যবসায়ীকে দেখবো যে আমাদের কী কী ব্যবসা নেবো, যেহেতু ওখানে ট্যাক্স ফ্রি। আমরা যদি আমাদের সাপ্লাই চেইন তৈরি করি ওখানে, যে বাংলাদেশ থেকে লেদার প্রোডাক্ট, জুট প্রোডাক্টস, টেক্সটাইল, এমনকি রেডিমেড গার্মেন্টসের যেগুলো থাকে স্টক লট হয়, এই সময় কিন্তু বিরাট ব্যবসা হয়, যেটা আপনার ওইখান থেকে আফ্রিকান কন্টিনেন্টে যেতে পারে। অতএব জিবুতি হবে হাব হিসাবে ব্যবহার করা, যেহেতু জিবুতি গভর্নমেন্ট এই সুবিধাটা দিয়েছে, তো লার্জেস্ট ফ্রি জোন তারা করেছে আফ্রিকার অঞ্চলে। আমাদের উচিত হবে যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব এই সুযোগটা নেওয়া। আমরা সেই জন্য ডেলিগেশন নিয়ে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি উইল এক্সপ্লোর দি পসিবিলিটিস, উইল সি হোয়াট দে আর অফারিং, এবং আমাদের ব্যবসায়ীরা তারা দেখবে যে আসলে আমরা কোন কোন জায়গাটায় এই সুবিধা নিতে পারি। হয়তো এখানে অ্যাসেম্বলি করতে পারি আমরা। পার্সিয়ালি যেমন জিবুতি অফার করছে যে মেড ইন জিবুতি বলে, তারা কি করবেন ডিউটি ফ্রি পাবে, ফলে ওই সব কারণে যেতে পারে। আমরা আমাদের তো আমি মনে করি লেদারে উইশুড বি গ্লোবাল লিডার, শুধু এটাকে এক্সপ্লোর করা হয় নাই, এবং চিন্তা চেতনা নাই বলে আমরা কিন্তু পেছনে পড়ে গেছি। অথচ এই সুযোগগুলো আমরা কাজে লাগাতে পারি বলে আমি বিশ্বাস করি। আমার এই ব্যবসার বয়সে আমি বাংলাদেশের চেম্বারগুলো অ্যাসোসিয়েশনগুলোর মাধ্যমে আহ্বান করব সারা দেশে যারা রপ্তানি করতে চায়, এমনকি প্রসেস ফুড হতে পারে, এমনকি আপনার আমাদের অনেক আইটেম আছে যেগুলো আমরা হয়তো ভাবতে পারি না, যেমন ইন্ডিয়া থেকে কিন্তু বহু আইটেম তারা রপ্তানি করে। এবং তারা এক ভাই ওখানে গিয়ে আছে সাউথ আফ্রিকাতে, এক ভাই সোমালিয়াতে, এক ভাই জিবুতিতে, এভাবে করে কিন্তু গুজরাটিরা এই ব্যবসাটা করছে। আমি যার জন্য গুজরাটিরা সারা ভারতে কিন্তু লিডিং অবস্থা আছে। অর্থাৎ বাংলাদেশের ব্যবসায়ীদেরকেও সেরকম হতে হবে। আমরা কিন্তু ঘরে বসে থাকবো আর খালি আমেরিকা ইউরোপ দিয়ে টাকা থাকবো, আমাদের কিন্তু ফিউচার বসে থাকবে। Therefore, we want to explore the possibilities. Thank you.
জিবুতির যে পসিবিলিটি আছে যে হাবটা ইউজ করা হবে, সেই হাবটা দিয়ে আমরা কোন মার্কেটটা ধরবো, যে মার্কেটগুলি ধরবো সেটা আমাদের জানা মতে অথবা ওনার জানা মতে সেগুলি সব গরিব দেশ। সুতরাং সেই সমস্ত গরিব দেশে আমাদের কমপ্লিমেন্টারিটিসটা কি হবে, আমাদের প্রোডাক্টটা কিভাবে আমরা সেল করব। জিবুতিকে যদি হাব বানাই সেক্ষেত্রে জিবুতির মাধ্যমে আমরা রিজনাল অর আই মিন দি নেইবারিং কান্ট্রিতে, তারা তো সবাই গরিব, তারা তো সবাই যুদ্ধ বিধ্বস্ত অবস্থায় আছে, সেই অবস্থায় আমাদের কোনো রকম সুযোগ সুবিধা আছে কিনা। If I want to explain this one, what he tried to explain, that Djibouti is a hub, and you are trying to give us, I mean, the more accelerated facilities. But thing is this, who will be our customer in the surrounding region, like the Ethiopia and other Somalia, and then some countries are there fighting themselves, and they are very poor economy. But of course, Djibouti is very good economy, very stable, and we can take as a very good hub for the surrounding region. But who will be empowered by the neighboring countries? I think I covered you. Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
You want to add?
ইন্ডিয়া চায়না যেহেতু এখানে অলরেডি মার্কেট তারা দখল করে নিচ্ছে, তো সেই জায়গা থেকে একটা তো বলছে যে আশেপাশে নেইবারিং কান্ট্রিগুলো হচ্ছে মানে দরিদ্র কান্ট্রি, আমাদের পণ্য বিক্রি করার মতো ক্যাপাসিটি বা ইয়ে আছে কিনা। আরেকটা হলো যে যেখানে অলরেডি ইন্ডিয়া এবং চায়না আছে সেই জায়গায় আমরা কতটা সুবিধা করতে পারবো তাদেরকে হচ্ছে যে কমপ্লিট করে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
শুভ মধ্যাহ্ন। সবার আগে ধন্যবাদ জানাই এত সুন্দর একটি প্রোগ্রাম বাংলাদেশ এবং জিবুতির সাথে আমাদের কোলাবোরেশন করার জন্য যে প্রোগ্রামটা পাস করছে। আমার সাপ্লিমেন্টারি প্রশ্নটা হলো এটা, নাও দুবাই or Singapore, free port facilities, many business covered all over the world, but beside my brother colleague Tontu, are you sacrifice always Chinese or Vietnam's, Jordan's, many countries fighting Bangladesh? Why cannot possible Africa in this sector, Bangladesh possibility? Now my set request, Bangladeshi people are should be helping and broadly must establishment your country. But my set request, you advance set up my country, young people, your country. আরেকটি কথা বলতে চাই, আমরা যে আপনাদের এখানে যাব, বেড়াতে যাব, পাশাপাশি আমরা বিজনেস ট্রিপে যাব। আমাদের যারা তরুণ এবং নতুন উদ্যোক্তা তারা কিন্তু চায়না সাথে ফাইট করে, ইন্ডিয়ার সাথে ফাইট করে ভালো বিজনেস করতেছে। আমাদের নতুনরা ফাইট করতেছে বিদায় আমরা সেকেন্ড লার্জেস্ট গার্মেন্টস এক্সপোর্টার। হকবাই যেটা বললাম, আমরা লেদারের কিন্তু আমাদের রিসোর্স ইজ ভেরি গুড, বাট চায়না এবং ইন্ডিয়ার সাথে করে আমাদের ফাইট করার সুযোগ আছে, কিন্তু ব্র্যান্ডিং এর যে প্রবলেমটা, লেদার গার্মেন্টস প্রোডাক্ট করতে হবে। তো সেক্ষেত্রে যদি ওনারা আমাদেরকে ডিউটি ফ্রি অ্যাক্সেস দেয় তাহলে মনে আমরা ভালো করতে পারবো। এবার যদি আমরা এই প্রোগ্রাম যদি হবাই নেয়, আমরা একটা কথা বলতে চাই, আমরা বাংলাদেশ শোকেস মানে একটা আমরা ফেয়ার যদি ওখানে করতে পারি, আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলি আছে আমাদের শোকেসটা যদি ওপেন করতে পারি, দ্যাটস ওয়াই সব জায়গায় আমার মনে হয় একটা ভালো কাজ করা যাবে। আর ফার্স্ট ইকোনমিক পিপলরাই যে বেশি বাইং করে তা না কিন্তু, হ্যাঁ একদম নিম্ন বিত্তরা কিন্তু বাইং করে। সেখানে আমি আমাদের দেখতে হবে আশেপাশে দেশগুলি বাইং ক্যাপাসিটি কি, সেই বাইং ক্যাপাসিটির উপরে যদি আমরা প্রোডাক্ট নিয়ে আমাদের তরুণ নতুন নতুন কাজ করতে পারে, তাহলে হয়তো আমরা কাজ করতে পারবো। সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। মেবি উনি আনসারটা ভালো দিবেন। সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ।
All right. Is it okay if I answer in English?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yes, all the questions.
You know Bangla?
So first question, Excellency, what is the complementary?
I wrote it.
That's very important.
So first question was, who will consume our product if we go to this neighboring country who are problematic? My friends, business never stops whatever happens, especially when it comes to food and medicines. Whatever is the situation, people will continue consuming. Actually, all these countries are first consuming from other countries, not from Bangladesh. There is already a huge business turning on despite the war. Because there is no war, actually, except in Sudan. It's just instability. But people, civilians, they go, they import from, of course they produce locally, but also they import. But unfortunately, Bangladesh is absent. They import it from China. They import it from India. They import. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is not to be fair. Fear has no place when it comes to business. We are offering you the necessary security to store your product in Djibouti. Don't take your product. Go yourself and see first how is the market. Why your products are safely secure in Djibouti. Then you will see by yourself that already every country is already exporting to Somalia, to Yemen, to Sudan, to Kenya, to Uganda, to Congo, to Rwanda, to Burundi. So many countries that need to be joined and that are in lock. First question, is it that your product, whether you bring it or not, these people, they will buy it. Now it's your choice. Will you be absent from the market or not? We are helping you to be present with utmost security. Come to Djibouti. And then, if you don't understand something, if you don't feel secure, come back to Djibouti. And then this is all companies set in the free zone, they are doing this. Now, your product will not be only sold in Africa, because Djibouti is part of not only this agreement between African countries, but Djibouti has also agreement with what they call AGOA, with European countries, with US. If you want to sell your product in the US and you export it from Djibouti, then you will not pay tax because it will be made in Djibouti. What I'm telling you is that take advantage of all the Djibouti's agreements signed between the whole world, because we don't export anything. So there is an empty place here, since we are not exporting. Come, bring your product and export it from Djibouti, either in Africa, in Europe, or the US. Because Djibouti is internationally very well respected country, and we are seeing agreement with everyone.
Number one, and number two is what about the electricity and other rate, whether it is affordable or it is high in your country, and the facility also same.
Please.
Take the mic.
Thank you and very welcome to you. What is the difference ease of doing business facility between Djibouti and Bangladesh business environment in your observation. Would you explain us, inform us? Thank you.
This is Simon from Delegation. From your aspect and the narration that you gave here, that Djibouti is a hub. That's a great idea. But my question is that is there any new initiatives to facilitate for the laborers of Bangladesh in the upcoming days? Do you have any plan to bring our laborers to the country? Because it's a big hub, we can work and collaborate in the upcoming days. Thank you very much.
Representative from the Bangladesh State Board of Accounts. It's an online portal. My question to you: what is the biggest challenge or obstacle between Bangladesh and Djibouti, trade relation? Have you any observation in this issue?
I'm a traveler, also member of ABCCI. I am here as a member of ABCCI. I am also belonging a travel group. 1 lakh people is there, is nomadic traveler. I have a question because the Excellency Honorable Ambassador is here. I visited lot of African countries, is like Morocco, Egypt, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania. But nowadays, visa is very tough for us. Basically, African visa. Everyone, all the reporters, I have a question for you. What is the procedure for visa to go Djibouti? It's like maybe e-visa. How can we get this visa easily from your country, please? This guy.
Answer in English, and my colleagues here will answer in English. Yes, explain. Now, thank you first of all for the question about of course, in the free zone, you have places to store all your appliances and even to produce or assemble whatever you need to do in Djibouti. You have to understand that Djibouti today is the destination of all the business people that are running away from Dubai, because Dubai became overcrowded, and we are offering exactly and even better infrastructure than Dubai when it comes to free zone. And slowly, those people, because now Dubai is impossible, became impossible. Too much people, too much, it's overcrowded. And Djibouti, free zone now, people are coming because, first of all, they get closer to the African market because it's already in Africa, and they have the same free zone than Dubai. So you have possibility to store or to assemble whatever you want in Djibouti without paying taxes. And also after that you don't pay tax whenever you re-export your product to all this country in Africa, but also in Asia and Europe, because we are part of the AGOA and other agreements. Now, what about the cost of this? Because Djibouti we export, we import everything, we import even electricity. So electricity is a little bit expensive. It's the only thing that is that much expensive. But don't worry, there is a price for you, for the investors in the free zone that is lower. It's a package that is offered for you. But in Djibouti, because we import everything, standard of living is very high. I will give you one example, maybe you will smile. Djibouti is a small country, but this small country, whenever neighboring country they come to Djibouti to work, they earn the salary for example, my car is higher than the salary of its minister in his country. Can you imagine that? Yes. Yes, because salaries are high, because standard of living is high. So life is very expensive in Djibouti, but which salaries are adjusted. So for this reason, electricity also is a little bit high. But don't worry, there is a package at least for the free zone, because free zone is managed by the free zone authority. I hope I answered your question. Now, for the labor, this young one was asking me about the labor. Of course, in Djibouti, you have so much nationality that are coming and already working in Djibouti. Working in Djibouti is no problem. The only problem is that sometimes to protect our youth for employment, we have set standard regarding the simple position like painters or that at least we have to protect that for the local employment. But except that 90% of the positions are open to international, and you don't need to go through an agency. You come, and I will now answer on the visa question. You take the visa for employment or for business. You come to Djibouti. The only thing you need is to have an invitation from a company. That's it. If a company invites you, you come directly. And there are a lot of people who invite, a lot of companies who invite foreigners to come to work in Djibouti. And they are so much happy that no, there are 3 types of visa. On arrival, first I can give you the visa at the embassy. First. Second, on arrival at the airport. And third, you have the e-visa also.